Hello, class, and welcome to this discussion regarding the assignment Target Company Research. So this is a big assignment. This is 50 points. This is one you definitely want to do on time and you definitely want to turn in. So the point of this is to help give you research tools and experience researching companies to better prepare you for when you are actually applying for a job with those companies. And so the information we're going to cover here is all useful and beneficial in helping to better prepare you both in submitting your resume, but also in the interview process. So this is broken into 10 parts, and I've detailed them out in the assignments here. So the first one's obviously the easiest. Just provide basic company information, name of the company, address, phone number, your website. And then if they're publicly or privately traded, that essentially means if they're traded on the stock market, they're a public company. If they're not, they're a private company. Part 2, identify the company's industry, including the product and or services offered and the target companies. So with this assignment, this portion, so let's just use Amazon as kind of the benchmark company here. So if you were to put in here that Amazon sells books and that's all you had, yes, that is true, but that is a very small portion of what this company does. I don't need every single thing, but I do need a overall arching picture of what they do. Amazon's got Amazon Prime. They sell tons of merchandise, books, they sell toys. They have their own restaurant, right? There's tons of things. They have their own delivery service. And so these are all things that you can incorporate. Obviously, there's more to Amazon than just those things, like live streaming and so forth. But there's more to make up the company. So you just got to give good effort here. Specifically, though, I do want you to talk about where earns the company the most money. I would say that would be things like Amazon Prime memberships, versus things that they lose money on, probably on shipping costs because they ship in-house. So it's just an example. Look at your research and see what you can find. So if you can't find stuff, you need to show me or demonstrate to me what you looked for or what possibly could lead to a loss in money. So part 3, list the primary competitors. So who are the key market indicators? If there's a bunch of them, just list a few of them, okay? And just talk about why these are the key ones. And this is an area where students will usually miss points on this because they don't talk about how their company that they're researching about is unique from the competition. Because this is important, because if your company can't demonstrate its unique qualities, how are they going to remain competitively viable? Part 4, this is a big area where students will miss points too. The big reason why is you do not spend enough time talking about this section. This should be by far the largest section in your paper because it's talking about pretty much the guts of your company, the culture, the environment, everything. We're talking about organization. We're talking about number of departments, the industry that's part of, the goals or pillars, achievements, cultures, business model. Okay, this is the structure of the company. And they need to see more than half of this showing up in your paper, more than half of these to get full points here. And so part 5, list the company's advertising campaigns, media presence. Okay, if they advertise on Facebook or social media, it's not going to be enough. And this is where some students get in trouble and miss a point or two. It's not going to be enough to just say that they advertise, okay, on social media. What are they doing on social media? Okay, do they have a hashtag campaign or something like that? Where are they using it? They're on Facebook. What are they doing on Facebook? Okay, be more specific than just saying, yeah, they're on Facebook and Twitter. Well, every company's on Facebook and Twitter. Okay, what specifically are they doing on those? Part 6, highlight current news. You can submit a link if you want to, or you can just talk about it. It doesn't need to be super in detail. I just need to see that if there is news. Please know that I do have Google too, and I can Google things as well. And I had a student do Backcountry, and they said there was no news. Backcountry is a big company, and they definitely had news, and I found it very quickly. So just know that I'm going to do a due diligence if I see the company's name, and I'll be like, they're probably going to have some news. If they don't, I mean, they could be a smaller company, and so that might be, and you can indicate that there. Just make sure you detail out that why it's hard to find news and for what reasons. Part 7, okay, I need to see numerical data, okay? So you have to include numerical data in this. So if they're a publicly traded company, which means they're traded in the stock market, they have to disclose the earnings. It's required by law. They have to show, so future investors know if they want to invest in you, right? So there's going to be earnings if they're public. If they're privately traded, this is going to be harder. So if you don't have experience or you don't know where you're going to actually find some of this information, just come up. You can throw that link right into whichever search engine you're using, and it will take you to own it online. This is from the Department of Labor Statistics, okay? So this is very helpful. And so if we were to look up like marketing, okay, since we don't have the information, and it's going to pull up every field that feels marketing can fall under, we're just going to click marketing managers because make it simple for this discussion. But since you can't find those details, and the reason you'd want to know the financial viability of your company just shows if they're going to be around, right? Are they going up? Are they going down? If they're going down, is this concerning? Could you possibly be out of a job or not have a job available at this company when you graduate? This is why we want to do this information. And so if you can't find the financials, let's look up the position that you want. So say you want a marketing manager, okay? So it's cool here, but I want you to select your state. So the state that you want to work in. So let's assume you want to stay in Utah and work in Utah. So it's going to pull up this, and it's going to show what the U.S. is. So for marketing managers, they're expecting 7% growth over the next 10 years until I think it's 2021 or something like that, or 2031, sorry, 2029 or 2029, there it is. And so, but Utah is showing 35% growth in this. So just take a screenshot of this page or just a snapshot of this portion here, a little snippet, and then you can paste that right into the assignment, and that will justify the requirements for part 7. Regardless, I need to see that screenshot or I need to see numerical data to get points here. Identify whoever buys this product as part 8, real simple. Part 9, okay, this is where I will see people that will miss points a lot. Probably one of the most missed parts that misses points is this one. And so I need you to copy and paste. Do not use a link, okay? If you use a link, the problem is links, jobs close, and the link is no longer useful. So please copy and paste the full job description, okay? I said the full job description. I want everything on that page that's in there in your paper, okay? The whole thing, okay? Just because the problem is some people will just put in one portion of it, and that's not enough. You are going to use this job description later in the assignment, and you are going to need the full job description. So please copy and paste the whole thing. If the job description is really, really short, you may consider choosing a different one. Also, if there's not a job at Amazon, for example, which is the company we're looking for here, if there's not a job at Amazon, look in a comparable company within the same industry. Okay, well, Amazon doesn't have a job description, but eBay does for the same or relatively same position, so I'm going to put that one in instead. That works, okay? But you have to have a job description. You cannot submit nothing. You will lose points, okay? And then part 10, I need you to, and this is where some students miss points because they're not doing everything I'm asking for here. List 2 reasons you're interested in the industry that aligns with your skills or career goals, okay? And then list 2 strategies for how you're going to promote your value add contribution, okay? What do you bring to the table that can help you become more hireable, okay? And then also I want you to talk about one thing about the product or service that they offer that excites you, because you want to show that you're excited about working there, okay? Because they want to see that. You can look at these examples. They're very helpful, okay? They're all different from each other to give you an idea, and I would look at them because this is a big assignment. But look down here at the rubric, and the rubric is key because it shows you where the most attention should be placed. Obviously, the company information, it's an easy part, right? We're just talking about the name of the company, website, and stuff. Industries, 5 points, okay? So that's talking about like products and services, what earns the most, what earns the least, competitors, who's their competitors and how are they unique, that's 5 points. So you see here that organization section talking about like the company's industry, okay, the pillars, goals, achievements, culture, business model. This is 10 points, okay? If I see half or less, then I'm going to give you 6. If I see more than half, I give you the full 10, okay? Advertising, I got to see the information there. If you're just going to say, oh, they're on Facebook and Twitter and, other social media, but you don't go into detail, that's where you lose points. Current news, okay, just make sure I can see some current news. So economic output is 6 points, so it's one of the highest points. Make sure I just got to see numerical data, okay? Got to show me that stuff, or show me the ONET screenshot. Customer information, I need to see the job description. If I don't see a job description, 0 points, okay? And then making sure you're talking about that reflection at the end and being detailed enough for that. And that's for the total 50 points. And with that said, that is it for this video, and we will see you